As usual, there's a lot of weird, sudden, agitated activity around the station. It's 9 p.m. It's about 25 degrees and snowing. And all of a sudden, there's all this traffic. Look at this. Yep, here they come. It's probably an Antifa thing. That looks like an Antifa maneuver where they use people's GPS on their cell phone to suddenly converge upon wherever somebody with a certain cell phone number happens to be, because all of this traffic all of a sudden at this one intersection converging miraculously all at once when it was dead 5 minutes ago, because I've actually been standing inside the station just looking out the windows to assess the baseline traffic activity. So at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday night, when it is 25 degrees outside and it was snowing 20 minutes ago, this is the normal baseline activity, traffic-wise. So when you get 30 cars, all of a sudden, yep, see, here they show up. And in order for cars to actually come on this side, they have to go around the block. So here comes another one. So they're physically going around the block so that they can go in this direction. Yeah. And they backing up. So here's another one. Total low-life scum, obviously. Yeah. There goes another one. It's clearly an app. I mean, they have to be using some kind of an app for all of this traffic to suddenly show up. And let's see, where are they going to go now? Oh, I didn't get their license number. License plate. There's license. The license plate number. See, here we go. There's absolutely nothing in this corner. So there's no stores, there's no restaurants. It's completely dead. Attraction-wise. There's no amusement parks. Maybe there's a lot of drugs. Could be drugs. So maybe they're all showing up for the crack in my building that people tend to smoke, obviously. My neighbors certainly do, all day. They never leave their units. They just sit there smoking their brains out because they have nothing else going on. Yeah. I love doing this. This is actually fun. I like documenting psychotic dysfunction. People who get all triggered and worked up and psychotic, and they start stalking people who they don't like. Yeah, so here's another one. They all come from that one corner, right there. They could actually be going this way. So that would be the more normal way, because it's the straight path to getting to Green Street. But instead, they have to take a right and then a left and then a right to get to this corner. And that's what they do to get to this intersection. Otherwise, they'd be showing up from the other direction. So busy all of a sudden, and they're all one after another. So here comes another one after another. This is total stalking, right? It happens in these bursts of activity that are completely abnormal for this corner at this time of the day, on this day of the week with this kind of temperatures. It's 25 degrees, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Yeah. And they all show up in a row. So it's one after another, after another, after another, after another. All right, I'm going to pause this because I have to walk. I have to physically see where I'm going so I don't fall flat on my face. Yeah, they're going to turn in front of my building and be sitting in front of the doorway to my building when I pull up there. That's what they do. Did they just take a right? I think that other car actually just took a right in front of my building, and they're probably going to be blocking the front entrance when I walk up to the front entrance. That happened the other night. All of a sudden, as soon as I was approaching the front entrance to my building, 2 vehicles pulled up right next to each other and completely blocked the entrance. So busy all of a sudden at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday when it was snowing 20 minutes ago. It's 25 degrees. There's absolutely nothing in this area to attract all this traffic all of a sudden. 1, 2, 3. Where are they all going? I mean, they're just people who drive around, obviously. Have nothing else to do. So do they take a right? This is so fun. Because it's so dysfunctional. I love documenting psychotic behavior and dysfunction because it's kind of pathetic when you're not the one who's psychotic and dysfunctional. When you're watching it, it's a lot of fun to observe. Here comes another one. So I've lived on Green Street for 11 and a half years. I've lived long enough in this neighborhood to know the traffic patterns at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday when it's 25 degrees out and freezing and there's nothing in this area. And 50 cars suddenly showing up within the last 5 minutes is not normal. It's a complete outlier statistically. So I'm just wondering, why is everybody suddenly showing up to that intersection and driving down the street when there's absolutely nothing here? And another one, right? So they show up in these long processions. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Choke on it, dipshit. That's interesting. Very aggressive driving. Someone's frustrated. Maybe they just don't like white ladies. I mean, in this neighborhood, unless they're extremely radically. That's okay. God, it's freezing. And another one. So busy. Oh, no, there's 2. So there's one, right? And there's another one behind it. Wow. Oh, now they're pulling up. Oh, see? That's what I was talking about. Yep. So they suddenly pull up right to the corner. Oh. That's weird. And the other one just turned. It's a party. They're going to go smoke crack in the parking lot. I'll bet you anything. Now that one shows up and pulls up in front of the building. That's interesting. Yep. 3 cars just pulled up in front of this building. I bet they're smoking crack in the parking lot. It's kind of funny. So angry. Such aggression. Now we've got this idling vehicle just sitting there. So weird. And another one. There must be a crack smoking party somewhere in this neighborhood, and I never really find it. That's really sad. I feel left out. So left out. I mean, where are all these cars going? Clearly there's a party somewhere in this corner, and that's why they're all suddenly showing up. pulling up in front of my building and just sitting in their cars for like an hour, smoking, screaming, making loud slamming noises from inside the car. Is the crack smoking party over already? Gotta wonder. Oh, is that the same dipshits that were at the intersection where I was standing like 5 minutes ago? That could be that same car. That's weird. So creepy. That was just like sinister. The slow pulling up, the stopping. Next thing you know, they're like lowering down the window and pulling a gun. Okay, so there's like 30 more. That was a cop car. Yeah. They're probably part of Antifa as well. This looks like an Antifa thing. You know, this is what they do. They're a bunch of cowards. They drive around in cars doing drive-bys because they're too chicken shit to get out of their cars and physically walk around and do stuff. And when they do, it's always in large numbers so that they don't have to deal with anybody one-on-one. Just speculating. Okay. Let's see who's creeping and perving in front of my building in cars. Shithole Central. Creepville. Stalkers. It's a bunch of sex offenders, crack smokers, thieves, cyber criminals. Oh, here comes. See, what was I saying? They sit in their vehicles, perving and creeping all over people who walk by. Yeah. I can't even tell which car is on right now. Oh, it's the lowlifes. Yeah, unsolicited comments. This is funny. So we're all gonna just stand here. So they're actually blocking access to the building. I mean, these are stupid people. They don't know anything. So they're actually blocking access to a building right now, deliberately. And they seem to think that by standing here filming them, I'm doing something wrong, and I'm not. So they're shouting at someone who's in the vehicle that has the engine running, but the light's off. So if they don't live in that building, they're illegally blocking access. Who do we have here? Okay, this is a long video. I'm going to start another one.